here in North Carolina, and I am attending the final portion of a funeral for my dad, who passed away this month. And the reason why I haven't been really recording anything. So, yeah, we're here in North Carolina. This is where he was born, and he was here until 5 years, till he was 5 years old, and then that's when he moved up to New York, and his life took off, and he did great things while he was here. So I am about to lay him to rest today. It is March. I don't even know the date, but I'll probably insert it here. It's been a very difficult 2 to 3 weeks since he's passed. So days are coming and going, and information is just slipping my mind. But I am here with my sister and my friend, and we are doing the second half of his service for the family members that are down here. So yeah, I will give you a view of this nice hotel. Nice hotel that I am staying in for the next 2 days. We are leaving tomorrow afternoon and heading back on the train, and I will probably talk about that train ride a little later. It wasn't much to it, but it was, let's just say, if I ever have to come back down to North Carolina, which I probably would, I am going to fly, and I'm not going to take the train. Was the longest 10 hours on a ride down here, and I usually enjoy long road trips, but longest 10 hours, and hopefully the 10 hours going back won't be as bad as the one coming down. Yeah. But let me show you my room and yeah, give you an idea of the hotel that I'm staying in. So let me give you a quick tour of this room. So it's nothing fancy, nothing spectacular. Here is the bathroom. And I have the lid closed because the toilet is stained on the inside. But it's just a basic bathroom. You have your sink, which I like the depth of it because my sink at home is like half this bowl here. They have these little soaps here that I thought they were going to be nothing as far as washing hands and bathing goes, but they're pretty decent. You have your shampoo, your lotion, tissue, hair dryer, which I don't really need. You have me, hi. And then your ice bucket and your cups. I never understood why they put the ice bucket inside the bathroom in hotels. Do anybody know? I don't know. And then over here, oh, excuse me. You have the shower. The shower head leaks. And there is a mat on the bottom of the tub, which I don't feel safe cleaning up in there. So, and then of course it is a typical like motel type thing because the door is, yeah, worn. And then this is the room. The room is actually huge. So they don't have any king size beds left in this hotel. So I had to get a queen size. And as comfortable as these beds look, they are not. I actually slept on top, which is why the spread is like this messy. These pillows are not the best pillows to sleep on. They are actually not that soft, and they don't support my head. I normally sleep with 3 pillows at home, but just 2 of these still don't do the job of my 3 pillows at home. It's the second bed, the nightstand, And then the TV that does not have a working remote. So I came in, tried to use the remote, and it doesn't work. So if I want to watch TV, I have to click the button here and then get up and change the channel. It has a microwave, which I do not trust using, and a refrigerator. It's an empty refrigerator. It's not like your standard refrigerator. In a hotel where it's stocked up with stuff. I'm not sitting in this chair because I don't know what that is. So I just opt to, and it's all over the chair. I don't know what happened, but I opt to sit on the bed and not here. And then here is the air conditioner unit and another chair and a lamp that's not plugged in, which is okay. And then outside is my view. Yeah. And that's pretty much my room here. Lighting. It's pretty much my room here. It is nice for the 2 days that I'm going to be using it. And then we are off to go see the eclipse happen on the 9th of this month. So that is it. Probably the only cool thing about this room is these pictures, which look so awesome. I for sure would love these type of pictures in my house, well, in my office, if ever I should get one. But I'll be working on that at a later time. But yeah, that was it for this video. And I will probably catch you guys when I'm on my way to Rochester, New York. Yeah, for the eclipse. All right. Nice.
Which means it's hiding a deep dark secret. Yeah, let's switch that down.
Hey everyone, it's Tammy, and I am here in Victor, New York / Rochester, New York. I am here because I told you in the previous clips that I'm going to be viewing the solar eclipse that's going to happen tomorrow. We just came up from a 5-hour drive from New York City up to here, and I am exhausted. It is 10 o'clock. I just got back from eating, and I am just ready to get into this bed and go to sleep because I am extremely tired. But I did want to give you guys a quick rundown of this microtel hotel that I'm staying in. Here it is Microtel by Wyndham in Victor / Rochester, New York. Yes. But let me give you a quick tour before I finally settle down for the night. Alright, so this is, of course, the entranceway coming in, and quickly right as soon as you come into the entrance, you have the restroom here. It's a nice little quaint restroom, nothing too fancy, nothing too like 5-star. This is perfect for staying for 1 to 2 days. You have the bathtub here, and I feel like there we go. Okay, now I fixed it. You have the bathtub here, standard bathtub. What's different about this one is that there's no bar of soaps, I've noticed. There is shampoo, conditioner, and bath wash. I don't know if we're gonna stop at Walmart and pick up a bar of soap, only because I'm used to using soap. But we'll see. Might just stick with the body wash. But it's just a tub, and then you have the toilet, of course, and then you have the sink here. You have a big mirror here, as you can see. This is my little travel outfit that I did today. My tie-dye shirt that I wore down in North Carolina. And these Reebok sweats that I wore to travel in. But they have hair dryer and hand wash and moisturizer here. And then if you swing over here, there is the towel rack with some towels there. And finally down here, there is extra toilet paper. Try not to be too loud. But as you come into the room, this is the room here. Like I said, it's kind of small, but it is perfect for a 1 to 2 day stay. You have the lamps here, phone. I have a queen size bed here, just one. And then over here, we have, oh, that's my food from Chili's. But we have your ice bucket and your cups, pail, and a chair here. Let's see if it's any different from North Carolina's. It, in fact, is. There are no stains on the seat whatsoever, which is always a plus. And then you have a little bag here, which I didn't get a chance to go into, that they've left on your table here. And it looks like it has a nice little bag of Sun Chips, which is my favorite. Bottle of water for the Eclipse. And what is this? This is a pamphlet for things to do. Oh, it's a total solar eclipse guide here. For things, I'm assuming things to do in Rochester while you're here. And then they have a nice eclipse card. I think this has the, oh, it fell out. That is this here. So you have $5 off on a spark drink at Dunkin' Donuts. So they made a nice little package for people staying here while the solar eclipse is happening, which is nice. Just put that back in there. I'll read that in a minute. But this is nice that they give you this little package for the solar eclipse. And then over here is the table here. And you have your standard coffee station that comes in, I guess, these type of rooms. And then your TV is on the wall. Below there is a refrigerator. Yeah, there is a refrigerator, which I am going to use for my chocolate chip cookie sundae. And then before we continue, let me click on the light because I thought these lights did not work, but look, they actually do. So there is a nice bench over here to sit on, and then you have two lights above. So it's nice for reading. It is dark out. Hello. It is dark out because we got here pretty late. But I'll show you what it looks like in the daytime. And then, of course, your air conditioner / heat unit is down there. And what I was told is that in here there is just your standard space for a closet. So you have your ironing board, your luggage stand rack to put your luggage on, some hangers to hang clothes, and an iron. And then there is also a nice, let me close this. There is a nice mirror here on the side of the door, so that's not bad. And then if you turn, here is the other side of the room. So not bad. As you can see, it is 10:25 as I'm recording this. But I like this. This is nice. It's small space. It's not overwhelming. It is nice and quaint. And if you ever wanted to stay in one of these microtels and it's only for a day or two, I highly recommend trying it out at least. That is it for tonight. I am going to wind down for the remainder of the night and go to sleep and wake up tomorrow, because tomorrow is a long day. I may or may not be driving tomorrow. I did do some driving in North Carolina while I was there, so we'll see what happens tomorrow, because this is a whole new area for me and I get kind of nervous when driving. But I am going to close this out right here, and I will see you all tomorrow for the solar eclipse. Hey everyone, it is the next day, the day of the solar eclipse. I am all dressed and we are about to leave probably in, I want to say, an hour. It is 11 a.m. On a Monday morning. It is, again, I am forgetting the date, but it is the day of the solar eclipse. I think my sister is going to be driving today for the first time in a long time, and I may also volunteer to drive as well. I am a little nervous because I don't have the confidence to drive, but I actually want to, because I want to give our friend a little break today, because she drove us for 5 hours up here. It is an overcast day, but we'll still be able to see the eclipse here in Rochester, New York. Well, we're gonna drive 30 minutes to Rochester, New York. We're like kind of, I guess, on the border of it. But it is overcast day, which is why I have the light on above me, just to put some light in here. The sun was out earlier, but it just quickly went down. So this is what we're dealing with. However, in New York City, it is a bright sunny day. So I'm starting to think that the clouds just follow me everywhere I go. But I'm just gonna show you what it looks like. So as you can see, it is just a little cloudy today. No rain is scheduled for today. But with the way our weather is, you just never know. But yeah, that is the plan for today. I'm gonna try and see if I could do some recording when I'm not behind the wheel, and show you all what the eclipse is about today. I do have like a special film that my sister ordered to put onto the camera, so hopefully it works and it is able to capture some amazing views of the total eclipse for those who are interested and want to see what it looks like. I'm gonna try my best to show it today. If not, I will definitely talk about it a little bit in this video. But I'm just sitting here relaxing, waiting for the time to click down to 12 o'clock. I'm all ready and dressed to go. Just basic jeans, my baby doll shirt, and gray headband and sneakers, and a gray cami. And then after that, we're also gonna go to Walmart, and I'm not sure what we're gonna do. After that. We might go back to Chili's just to get a couple of drinks and maybe some appetizers, and then come back here and relax because tomorrow we leave and it's back on the road for 5 hours back to New York City. But yeah, I will check in later and hopefully we will be at the location and I'll be able to show you all my little day here. I know it's a little outside of what I'm used to recording on this channel. It's mostly about candle stuff, but it's also about my life, and this is a part of my life. Doing a little travel here and there. This comes at a good time because I am still grieving over the loss of my father, and this was a nice getaway from the city and to try and just relax and get away from all the phone calls and the checking in. Really, sometimes you just need to unwind and regenerate yourself, because I am definitely a little drained after the past two weeks of this whole life-changing scenario. So this is a nice getaway from the city, and once we get back there, it's just back to normal and then moving into the next phases. And I also have a bit of surprise in the next video. So but enough of me rambling. Let me just relax for the rest of the hour, and then we will be on the road to go see the solar eclipse.
Look like a bandit on your phone?
No, flip it without having to stop it. Because on my old phone, I could do that. Let's not give Vanessa in there because she was ducking to the side. We just got back. It is 6:30 in the evening. We were there at Ontario Park, I think it's called. If not, I will insert it somewhere, the correct the correct name, sorry. But we just got back. We had a cold but amazing time just waiting for the eclipse. People watching. There were a ton of dogs out there, so we got to see the people walking their dogs. We got to meet a little cat that was also being walked on a leash. She was so adorable, and she reminded me of my calico that passed away, Machina, because she was so small in size, and that's how my cat was. But we got to just people watch while we sat there on the pier side, just watching people do all kinds of things. There was one guy who was on like a motorized scooter. It's like a small scooter. And he was just going back and forth up and down the pier, just doing spin outs and things like that as he was going. So that was pretty cool to watch. And then we got to see the seagulls fight over food. We got to see the only squirrel that was over there, the people feeding the squirrel. It was just a whole lot of things going on while we sat and waited for the eclipse. The sun kind of peeked out for a little while, but then it went back in and the rain clouds started to flow on in as we were sitting there waiting. It was cold. I'm not gonna lie, it was very cold. I was so unprepared. I had the wrong coat. I should have bought my other coat and I wasn't even thinking about it, but it was cold. Luckily, I did have my gloves that were still in my coat pocket, so that warmed me up a little bit. But we just sat there, we waited for the eclipse to start, and then when nothing was really happening, that's when we finally started walking further down the pier, because at the end of the pier in that park was a little lighthouse. So we started walking down there, not realizing that the time was getting close for the eclipse to start and go and throw us into total darkness. So, as we got closer, I would say as soon as we got closer towards the lighthouse, that's when we overheard somebody walking alongside us say that the peak of the eclipse was about to start, the total darkness was about to start. So we stopped and we turned around, and as you saw, that's where we got to experience it out there on the water, a whole group of people, just us standing and waiting for the eclipse to just pass right by us. It was awesome. It was something that I never really experienced before, but it was fun to see. I really enjoyed it. And I got to enjoy it with the two people that I wanted there with me, that I count on the most. So it was good to experience it with my sisters. And yeah, I'm kind of speechless, because I am the type of person, while I'm not fully out there doing camping things and hiking things, I enjoy seeing how nature works and seeing how this planet works, and the planets and the stars and the moons outside of our atmosphere, how they work. And it's always an amazing thing to see firsthand how this whole thing functions in a way. So I am kind of speechless. There just are no words. But I can recommend that if you haven't seen an eclipse a million times already, then at least find some time to see it just once, because it is something that we all need to experience. I feel we need to experience it. But I'm glad I did. I'm glad that we made the trip up here and we got to see the full eclipse, to see total darkness. And then after that, we went and we ate at Bill Gray's, which is just like a little food stop there. They have hamburgers there. They have a couple of fish dishes. They have chicken sandwiches there. And then we just stopped there and grabbed something to eat real quick before we headed off to Walmart. I had to pick up a couple of things that I didn't bring with me, and there was also some stuff that I wanted to purchase down in North Carolina, that I did purchase in North Carolina, that I wanted to purchase up here. Nothing special. It was just so I bought this tank top here, which I like the design. I bought all three colors. I have a pink one now. I have this color now that I just bought. And then I have like a tan, brown, light brown color one as well. So I bought these, and hopefully I get enough confidence to just wear them outside, because I normally wear sleeve shirts. Yeah, shirts with sleeves on them. I don't really wear tank tops outside. And then I bought about I bought three of these tank tops, fitted tank tops here. Also, I wouldn't mind wearing them out and kind of showing some shoulder and my other tattoo that's there. So I wouldn't mind doing that, but I mostly bought these as maybe a replacement for my camis, because I wear camisoles up under my shirts to kind of stop the sweat that builds up on my back a little bit, so I'm not like a sweaty mess wherever I go. But we'll see how these work out. They are a little thick, so I'm kind of worried that maybe they'll make my shirts bulge out more, but we'll see. I'll test them out. And then I just got two more pairs of these shorts here. I got the gray ones, and I got these like baby blue ones here. And these I'm just gonna use to lounge around the house. Maybe one day if I get back to exercising, I will use those as exercise shorts as well. But it's nothing big or anything. I just wanted to get that, and then get some water and also some mouthwash that I forgot at home. But for now, it is 6:40, and we're just going to relax, probably for the rest of the night. I know they want to just wind down a little bit because it has been a crazy week. I'm just going to put it as a whole week, from the trip to North Carolina and back, and then to Rochester. And we're going back tomorrow, sometime tomorrow, back to the city. It has been a lot of travel, and I definitely miss my bed. As comfortable as this bed is, I miss my bed. I miss my cat, who I check in on through my Alexa, and yeah, I just need to be home so that I can re-energize myself. But we're just going to relax. I want to thank you all for watching. And yes, I am back to making videos and continuing the candle making process and showing you all as I build and grow Lanacia Marie candles. I'm just tired. I'm just really tired. But if you enjoyed this video, I want you to hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you could be notified when the next new video comes out. Also, don't forget to follow all my social medias, Lanacia Marie Candles for all things candles, and the Silent Torch, which I'm going to get back to once I'm up to it, for affirmations, daily affirmations, the Silent Torch, both on Instagram. And if you would like to purchase a candle or wax melt, I am currently working on a couple of new projects and trying to develop my collections a little further. Then you can go ahead and go to my Etsy shop, Lanacia Marie Candle Co. The link is in the description down below, and purchase your first ever Lanacia Marie candle. Now, with all of that being said, I am going to unwind, watch a little TV, maybe play a little game on my phone or do a puzzle, and I will see you all in the next video. Oh, and I forgot my closing. I want you all to have a wonderful rest of your week and show yourself a little more appreciation. All right, everyone. Take care. Bye.